Hello, this video is for Bree, but it can be for anyone else if it turns out to be a pretty good video. As you see, I have sketched a really quick figure here. I have already made a second layer to draw on. This here is my background layer. It's the gray layer that I always have because gray is easier on the eyes. This is the sketch layer, as you can see. She doesn't have much going on because we're not going to really put anything on her. We're just going to show you like general skin colors. And then this layer had nothing on it because this is my line art layer. I didn't know if you wanted me to show you line art or not, how I do it, but I wanted to show you. The first thing I'm going to do is going to go back to this layer, my sketch layer, and I'm going to make it really hard, well, not hard to see, but I'm going to lower it so then I can follow the line. I'm going to go back to this layer, and I'm going to pull up specifically Dip Pen Hard. I just started recently using this a couple months ago to try to add weight to my lines. And it does pretty well. And you have to be really careful with it because it can, if you hit it too hard, like, so I have it at 0.3. So this is what it looks like when you go really light, but then if you go really hard, it goes like that. I don't have the greatest tablet, but it does decent for what it's supposed to do. So let's do a little bit of line art here. I just sketched her. I don't even know who this is. And I'm going to go real light because I like to have light hair. But then occasionally I'll go a little harder so then we can have a little bit of dimension in the hair. I'm not great at it yet, but I'm working on it, so that's what matters. So yeah, I'm trying to add that dimension there. Gonna keep coming down and swirl, do some little flippies because I like to do those little flippies. But yeah, and if you want like an anatomy thing, don't ask me for an anatomy thing because I'm obviously not good at it. I can show you how I like come up with my ideas there if you want that in a different video. Let's quickly get her face down. Okay, see that was too light for me. So now we're doing that. Perfect. Looks good. Let's get this hair. Whoops. Let's get this hair. Whoops. Let's get this hair. Apparently not gonna happen. Let's see. Let's see. And we'll just do quick little strokes here. Not exactly the best, but when we get rid of this line, this sketch layer, we'll be able to see better. Okay, so let's put that here, put that here, put that here, give us a little bit more dimension there. And light, yep, all good. Okay, we got the hair. Let's put her little ear here. Cute. I have realized that I have completely gotten rid of her eyebrows. Whoops, that's alright. And then also, obviously, you've seen in some of my works, I'll do, like, extra hairlines to kind of give that kind of going, like this. Not exactly, this is a work of love. It's a work of labor. Oh my gosh, it's a labor of love, that is. So let's finish her little neck here. You alright?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to interrupt.
Trying not to throw up?
Interrupt.
Oh, no. What's up?
Oh, no, because you're talking.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, I'm just showing her how I do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm just showing her, like, my general line art process and what it will eventually be my coloring process. If you ever need anything, just tap me and let me know. But yeah, she did not answer. She went to bed. So now I'm just kind of talking to the video. All right, let's see. All right, and do a little bit of that, and then I'll make a little thing here. And then just a cute little smile. A little anime smile. Alright. So I have shown you general line art there. I'm going to go ahead and quickly pause. And I'll finish out a line art real quick. And then I'll come back to you when it's time for color. Okay, now that I've got her all lined, again, this is nothing this is just general lining. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this. Alright, let's see what we've got here, what we got to work with. So, as you can see, this is really light over here. We're going to line that a little bit better. Give that a little bit more dimension here. You know, just general things, like, it's at your own discretion. You know what I mean? And usually I would do, like, a little pop. There we go. A little pop. Anyways, she's fully lined. Again, I told you I wasn't going to really worry about clothing or anything, but I'm going to show you just in general how to, like, do just coloring in general. Also, this is my favorite body type to draw. I love drawing this body type. Pear shape is my favorite. It's just so fun. I love it because I love the big hips. I love the how it comes in, and the love handles, or like not love handles, the little hip dips. Love it. My favorite. And I always love little pooch. It's just super cute. Love it. Very nice. Alright, so we're gonna do another layer here. And again, it does depend on how you color, how you do art. It's really a labor of love when it comes down to it. Let's put a skin color on her. And I just, obviously do the bucket tool. Let's do a nice, yeah, let's see. I'm trying to find a good, I don't know. I don't want to do white, because that's just so boring. Let's do this color. Let's make that color. And so we're gonna just fill her in. See, there we go. Easy. Easy. You can come in, you're fine. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's locked.
It's okay. It's alright. There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you. Oh, no. Who is it? Alright, LOL. Hang on. I'll be right back. Sorry. Had to run and go help a resident. We're going to keep on painting this in. And we're going to go to these areas that get missed. So, like right here and stuff. Just want to make sure. And, let's see. The fingers. Super easy. Just come around, make sure we got everything. So, like, here's little areas right here. You just want to make sure you get filled in. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Easily done. Oh, her ear. Oh, there we go. Oh, damn. Okay. Alright, her, yep, okay, so, then let's do another, oh, wait, her eyes. I'm so sorry, I get so stuck into it. Alright, perfect. Alright, now, that should do it, and so now we're going to make another layer just for her hair. And let's do a fun color. Let's do like that kind of purplish color right here. Just to, I see now that I have missed another area of skin. This is what I mean. It's very easy to miss things. Let's color this in, and then I'll get back to that area of skin. Like I said, labor of love. Make her eyebrows the same color, because obviously a cool girl like this is going to make sure her eyebrows match. Okay, let's grab this color again, go back to skin, get all the little areas. think that's all of them. I hope. Or else we're gonna find out. Alright, let's see here. I think that's it. Okay, we'll do another layer. Again, we are layers upon layers here. Another layer for her eyes. And I usually just kind of find a color. Okay, and let's make these a beautiful oceanic blue. Maritime blue, whatever it is, I don't know. Gorgeous. Alright, cool. Alright, so she is fully colored in. So, like I said, super fast. Now, this is where it gets complicated. I'm sure you've heard of it. But extra, like doing a layer that locks on. So let's say we want to do a layer here that we're going to lock on. Alright, so now it's locked on. And you can only, when you paint on that layer, it'll only be what is on this layer. So, for example, let me show you. Let's say we accidentally start coloring on this layer, and we're using blue. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Look. It's only on her skin, not her eyes, not her hair. It's only on her skin. Now, when you're using the typical like airbrush stuff and like your, okay, you said that you haven't really used it. You can use airbrush to give like little light details, but for the most part, I like to, if I'm not going to go like turn it into a huge piece, I will use like dip pen hard or sometimes dip pen soft. But I will find something that has a harder edge to it. We'll do dip pen soft today. And we're gonna go to her color. So that's her color, but we're not necessarily gonna stay there. We're gonna come over here. It depends on how you want to color her. If you want to color her warmly or if you want to color her coldly. So we're going to go with this and see how it looks on her. Just hold on. Well, that was a mistake. There we go. So let's see. We're going to go here. We'll do a little bit there. Alright, now I can do this and shade it like that so that it is, now you can't really see it that much. And then you can go in here and quickly do this. Make sure that it's like lines up well. Let's go here and let's do a little bit more shading. We'll go here and underneath her little belly pooch here, just a little, and we're gonna go up, and we can say that's good, you know. Now this is what I would call harder shading, because it doesn't, I'm not necessarily blending it anywhere. But yeah, this is technically the harder shading thing. And again, you're not going to really use the blending tool because you're hard shading. So that's one option, how to do that. And I think, you know, that's a really good, actually a really good color for it. This is all just, you know, color theory, the things that you learn with color theory and all that kind of thing. You can go in here. And you just kind of figure out what you like particularly. But yeah, so this is one option of shading. And then what you do, so we have that, like those are her darker colors. We're going to also put her, her light, her soft light. And I don't mess with this, what I'm showing you right now. I don't mess with any of that because I don't understand it. So what I like to do is I like to go to my airbrush, normal, and so let's see. So we did that kind of reddish purple. Let's do like a gold sort of color to lighten her up. And I'm just checking that out. And like I said, we're on a completely different layer because if we do it on this layer, then it's not going to pop up nearly as well. It's not going to have the same, you know, pop. So we're going to have it on a separate layer. I'm looking to see just how light it is and like just how prominent it is. I usually like to go all the way down to 14, and then let's see, we'll just, ooh, hang on, make it a little bigger, a little bit lower. There we go. And we're gonna just do some shading in the various parts. Whoops, that's too small. Shading in the various parts here to kind of give her that realistic look. Now we've got those. That looks decent, you know, looks all right. And what we're gonna do now is we're going to make it a little bit of a harder light. We're gonna soften that, and we're gonna lighten this. And we're gonna make this real little, and we're gonna just go real quick and just kind of do that. Just do little details, fine little details that you otherwise would miss, but it really add to the dimension of her shading. So that's one option. That's just one way to do shading. Again, that's the hard shading with the airbrush. Like, that's hard shading with the dip pen soft, and then light shading with airbrush. You can also very easily use your dip pen to make a brighter light if you want to really make her shimmery. But I think that's pretty good. And you can, again, alternate this, make it how light you want it. You can have it that light. You can have it pretty dark. That looks good. You know, I really prefer it at the 35 or so. It looked good to me. And if you really want to soften these edges here, you can take your little blur tool and kind of just soften that just a little, just nice and soft, just to make it a little bit more gentle. Works just as well, you know. That's only if you are wanting that. Let's see. So again, that is one option of shading. I think it looks pretty cool. Now, here's the next thing. I'm going to delete this layer, so I'm gonna show you what else I can do. All right, now this is where the labor of love comes in play, and I don't do this very often because it takes a lot. You're going to copy this entire skin layer right up here. Copy, paste. Now you can't see anything, right? There's no difference. That's fine. You're going to do the same thing where you alpha lock it, or not alpha lock, wherever you, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it is. You're going to do the same thing. Now, things will act differently now that you have this second layer of skin paint. And when I say things will act differently, as in, one of my favorite things to do is sometimes using the watercolor pencil, or using the watercolor just in general. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I like to use the most. I think it's this one. So things will react differently to how you were using like before. And so let's see. Let's go in here, and it'll paint as if it's watercolor. And it's hard to see because, again, we're painting it watercolor. Let's see. There we go. I can see it now. And this is, again, another true... Oh, man, that's too light. That's too light. Okay, let's see. What color where was I? I was like right here. Cool. Again, this is a true act of labor, because you are going to be individually painting every single stroke that you see here. And it will get lighter the more get darker the more you paint on it. Let's do this again. Go back in here, go back in here. But the good thing with having this particular style is that you can make things look a little bit more fluffier, and you have more control over the exact way you want the canvas to move, or like how you want her to move, and you can lighten it like that and just kind of brush it out. Super nice, super easy. And see how it's blending so easily? That's why I say it's an act of love. Because you have to really, really work hard on it to get it to move. Alright, and then you can go back in with something darker to really add more dimension. And it's going to react to that watercolor. Just like that. It's again, it's a really cool, it's a really good option for when you have someone who really wants to put in a lot of work and a lot of time, add different colors without the mixing of a blurring tool, because the blurring tool, you're absolutely correct, does not do much. So let's see. We're gonna keep continuing to darken. And we're going to come in here, give her that little boost, and now we're going to lighten that, and we're going to go back over and just kind of blend it out. Super nice, super easy. Okay, so can you see like how I have that, like how it kind of has that finer look to it of more, I don't want to say effort, but it has that finer look. I just don't know how to explain it. And also, another fun thing that you can do with the blur tool, you can click on it twice, and you have different options to blur with. So, let's say, okay, let's see, let me find it. I've just been doing the watercolor. You can blur with watercolor. Oh shoot, I went right past it. LOL. You can blur with watercolor. You also have blurring brush 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, all the different types of blurring brushes. So like here's watercolor bleed, watercolor real, watercolor point. Let's try this. I've never actually done this. Let's see what happens. And it'll react more like watercolor, which is pretty nice. And just carefully blending this, real gentle. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, back in it. Again, I want to have a little bit of a darker, I've gotten really used to using those darker, finer points. You can use the watercolor mix. It really does not matter what you use, because no matter what, it's going to behave the same way that watercolor does on paper. But that only works if you have that extra skin layer. If you do it without the extra skin layer, you're going to completely lose your ability to blend. Like, because it will not react the same way. So that's why, again, I say it's a labor of love, because this one takes a lot of work and a lot of detail. And, like, you have to really pay attention to it and how it blends and how it behaves and how it manipulates and how it moves. Which is why I don't use it too much. I use it sometimes for certain things, but not as much as you would think. But as you can see, it does give that cute, I don't know how to explain it. It does give that option of blurring better. And here's another really cool thing. They have watercolor water. So this would be as if you were splashing water onto the canvas. Just like that. See? See how that blends so well? You're just basically splashing water onto the canvas, just like you would if you were using real, actual watercolors. Super, super nice, and it helps blend out those harsher edges. Let's see. Just keep on blending. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit too light. I mean, too dark. We're going to keep blending that down. Up and up and up and up. And sideways. Alright, nice, nice. Okay, so now, you see how that works? Obviously, it gives a lot more dimension to it. You can see these individual strokes. Super nice. You can stay on this layer. Again, this is why it's so difficult, because everything has to be done on the same layer when you do it like this. Let's do a watercolor mix 2, and we're going to lighten her up here. We're gonna add that beautiful shading. And again, I always start super light, because you never know how it's going to react really. But let's let's work on her and see how it comes. And sometimes you can't see it. So, let's see. I'm working, but it's just not going. Maybe a little bit more to the gold. Maybe a little stronger. Hup. Am I on the right layer? Yes, I'm on the right layer. Hup, do. Okay, I'm starting to see it a little bit. Hup, ba, ba, ba. Sorry, I got real quiet. I'm focused. Uh-oh. There we go. Just blending, sorry. Alright. Now see, we have that flesh color here. A little bit more of a tone. And now, I rarely ever do actual shading without my airbrush. I love my airbrush. It just, you know, it just gives me the spark that I need, apparently. Oh, hang on, that's a little bit too heavy. There we go. Super nice. Super nice. Super. Not no. Boop. Bop. Okay. It's so wild looking at the part that is rendered and the part that's not. Okay, so again, we're gonna let you dip pen soft, and we're gonna make this real small. Oh, that's a little too hard. We're gonna make this real. Okay, all right. So that is another option of shading and blending. Again, absolute true layer of love. Boy, I can't talk. True layer of love is labor labor of love. Let me take a drink. Delicious. But it really, the final product is really beautiful when it comes down to it. But then, like I said, this is a difficult one because if you want to delete, if you want to get rid of, shouldn't delete, if you want to erase like these little pesky lines and you erase them, then when you go and have, when you go to paint this arm, it'll be a little bit more pesky because you're missing the paint layer underneath because you erased it. And so that's why it's a difficult thing for me to use. Alright, so again, that's the two different options there. Let's go back to the hair. Again, hair, I like to do the thing, you can do all kinds of different things. It depends on how you want to, how you want the final product to look. We're gonna do that extra layer, clip it on. We're going to do airbrush. This is what I did the other day, with the, gosh, with the one, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about. But I just did the big old hair and just darkened. Just did the ombre. I did this the other day, because this was just easier than actually full-fledgedly doing an actual piece. And let's go up here. Yeah. That's lazy girl hair right there. And then again, of course, if you have the details of these lines right here, then that makes the hair look even better. The lines really help. Let's see. You can also, there is a thing here that is for hair right here. I don't understand it. I have yet to really figure it out. I'm trying. But see, you see that? See how it goes? Yeah. And you can do this, And again, because this is actually this going through the airbrush layer, it's responding to that airbrush. So super nice. But yeah, this is what I use to do hair because I'm a lazy girl. And it does cause problems. It absolutely causes problems for me. But yeah, so that's kind of how I do hair, and then you can add like little highlights. Like here, I'll use that to make a highlight, little bright light. Oops. And sometimes it does not respond the way I want it to. Reset? Yes. Cool. And ooh, that didn't work the way I thought it was. Ooh, that still didn't work the way. Well, all right. You can use oil hair, and yeah, yeah. See, you see what I'm doing here? Yeah. You can do things like that, add a little bit extra dimension, little color, little things. Yeah. And so I'm very lazy about hair. Eyes are some of my favorite things to do because I actually tend to just stay on the same layer. Let's see. And I will do a little darkening thing over it, and let's get out of that. Let's go back to dip pen hard. And we're going to be very careful. See how that adds dimension by just doing that little shadow? Super nice. And then let's find out her eye color here. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing, adding dimension. It's the easiest thing to do. Yep. I say as if I have done something amazing. Okay, let's try this again. Yep. And then you're going to want to make sure you get that pupil. Okay, and so now you have that kind of colored in, and you can obviously do like you can grab your airbrush and do a little lightness here if you want. Just to bring some shine to her eye. See how that adds a little bit of shine? Super pretty. Do this over here. Now, in order to really make those eyes pop, you're going to go back up here to your line art layer. You're going to find Dip Pen Soft. Click on it. Make sure it's all the way up. And get like, maybe that color. Maybe that'll work. Go into the eye and just, again, artistic liberty. Why is it not going? Why is it not going? It's not going. Hang on. We'll make another layer. It's still not going. Oh, no, it is. I just can't see it. LOL. Alright, hang on. Let's try Dip Pen Hard. Sometimes that works better. Yeah, there it is. See, now she's got that shine to her eyes. Alright, another one of my favorite things to do is the lips. Let's see. And I almost exclusively use airbrush for the lips. Let's give her some nice pink lips. Super easy, right? Super simple. Alright, and then we're gonna come up here, go a little lighter. Ooh, that didn't work out. And see, now she's got developed lips. Alright, anyways, that's my tutorial, I guess. At least for hair, skin, and eyes, like, and just various things like that. If you want to know anything else about, like, what I do and my process and stuff, just let me know. I'm sorry this video is so long. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I'm very, very sorry. Anyways, happy drawing. Good luck.